Okay, well, let's start with A then. So I'm going to go to A, and notice the first thing on the first line says A equals wire dot B10. B10 is your board. WIR is for wire. Then X04 means that when you go in to look at the B10 board, the wire landed on position 4, plus and minus, is your wire that's assigned to the changeover on the loading dock. That's your oxygen changeover. That means that you need to change out 6 liquid dewars, that top alarm. Then B is the second alarm. You can see the little badge, it says B, so you go down to B and it says B1, wire on board B10, position 5. And the signal setting there, if you can't read it here, you'd hit signal setting and it tells you it's going to come up as a reserve in use. Reserve in use, let's see, I don't like that setting. C is not assigned, notice it's blank. D is wire position 6. E is wire position 2, and F is wire position 1.
What's the, like, E1, E2, E3, E4?
E1, E2, E3, E4, that means that this one E here that you see right where my finger is, yes, that says oxygen high pressure lab ceiling. E1 tells you where the wire is. E2, if you touch it, you get a choice of what gas it is. We chose oxygen, NFPA, because it'll come up as green. If you do ISO, it's going to come up as a different color. Then you hit the big X. Never hit the little X. You'll wipe out all the memory. And I mean, you'll wipe out everything.
I mean,
then we'll have to input it all.
I mean, you only sometimes extend, you pack it up, and then
big X back up, little X with the air in the box, wipe out memory and back up.
So, but it just wired like that. They didn't ask you.
No, it'll just go. Oh. No, there's no window.
Remove that feature?
No. Nope. It's embedded in the panel. So number 2 is the gas. Number 3 is once the alarm comes up, what is the alarm going to say? 3 says under E that it's going to be a high pressure. So oxygen high pressure. Number 4 is where is this located? And there's 2 places in this panel we are monitoring. The laboratory ceiling and the second floor loading dock. This particular device is in the lab ceiling. So it tells you where to go look for it. Okay? Now you don't, and again, I'm just going to hit the big X. Sure I am. Okay? And now I'm back here. Now I'm going to hit the big X again because I don't want to change anything here. And now you see that I'm in badge 1. There's also badge 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 are not being used on this panel, but you can someday take the alarms that are in the old panel and bring those wires into here and assign them to here and get rid of the old panels when you want. And we can help you do that. The only thing we didn't do here is put a location in. Location is the B. So let's go to B. Should be engineering. Why is it not being saved as engineering? It's not coming up. Panel ID description, engineering. What is this? Ah. That doesn't make sense. It just threw me for a loop. I don't understand. Panel ID. Let me do something here. You guys can watch me. I'm going to re-enter it.
Is this shelf in your way? Do you want to move it out?
Who, me? Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Return. There should be a save, and there's no save here. I don't know what this panel ID description is, but I don't.
You can save it
now. Let's try it. I can always go in and erase it later. Okay, there's that. Now let me try B. Use the embedded website at the wired wireless IP address to edit these text types. All right. So we're going to uncheck that.
You stay right here, watch that, keep going, and then we need to go get the oxygen back.
Okay.
Not done yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm out of. So to get out of this screen, anytime you want to go back to the home screen, hit the QRS. This is the corporate symbol for Beacon Amadeus. QRS. Now you're back in the home screen. Notice you got badge 1, badge 2, badge 3, badge 4.
What does the badges mean?
That's just that's what Beacon calls them. So if you ever have to call tech support and you're in this column here, that's badge 1.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in this column, you're in badge 2. This column is badge 3.
Mm-hmm.
This column is badge 4. So it's for communication with the factory.
I got you.
Okay. They look at these as badges.
I see.
Not my deal, it's their deal.
It's like for troubleshooting. Oh, I got a problem with this, and
right.
You know.
Now, if you want to test this, there's an easy way to do it. You hit this again, brings these up. Go to information. You notice it has versions. It'll tell you what version it is. It's a total alert, NFPA master. Tells you what boards are in the back, B10 and the B11. Doesn't have any other kind of boards. You can see all the different boards you can possibly have.
Mm-hmm.
To get out of here, we hit the X. We go to alarm points. It tells you it has an oxygen changeover in wire B4, and it scrolls through 6 and 2, what they say, and then finally 5 is in wire 1, and it'll keep scrolling back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Test alarms. So you get your audible, you get all your flashing, you get this flashing, and it sort of tells you when it's going into test. And then it takes itself out of test. The other way to test is a little bit more cumbersome, but I would go to ID and then warnings. There are no active warnings right now. In other words, if you wanted this to tell the person in this room, if you get an alarm, do the following, we can, by computer, type in warnings to tell, like reception. We can tell them at the result of an alarm, we can put in a warning that tells the receptionist, please call the following number.
Okay.
And tell them when they answer the following. In other words,
instructions.
It gives you instructions to tell them not only that it's an alarm, because a lot of times you'll get a call and say, oh, your panel's an alarm. Well, what alarm is it? Well, I can't tell. Well, this will tell them that it's the oxygen reserve and use alarm, or whatever you want to say it is. This tells you if you have an active alarm, that's the bell. Again, that's how you get in to manipulate the system. Hit the big X. This tells you, this is your log. This tells you everything that's occurred and when it's occurred.
Can you go over that with the password again?
Okay, it's...
Okay,
and
so
then
one,
continue
two,
or
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
That's nationwide. I always hit continue.
Now, can we change that password?
You can change the password, but you better not forget it.
Right.
I do have the national backdoor. There is a separate corporate password that nobody knows, but...
And how would we change that if we wanted to?
You just hit the change, and then it would put you through it to change it. I don't recommend it, because if you don't know how to troubleshoot this, you want to keep it easy that whoever comes out, not everybody that's going to come out is going to have that national password. We don't give it to a lot of people. So, so there you go. And this is the same as up in the reception area. There is a third panel. It's in the new building. As far as I know, it's active and functional right now.
Okay.
See, yeah, it does have BACnet.
Okay.
There's BACnet.
So it's under miscellaneous. And BACnet.
Let's see what your BACnet is. Yeah, device name, device ID. So it's off right now. You could turn it on if you want. So the BACnet is there. You have BACnet here. Whether you have it to both panels, I'm not sure what was. Okay, it's not here. Come on.
Yeah, see, it's like it's so hard to press that X. It's almost like
floats.
You're gonna press that little X.
Yeah. Let me try Infinity. Backup alarm to module. Expanded signals consolidated. Do not turn off power. Backing up configuration. Please wait. Now,
But that just backs up the alarm log, right?
but now you should be able to restore. Yeah. Now let's see. Now you wanted to see how. So you hit the gear enlist. And then return. Oop, I hit 5 instead of 2. Dirty bastards.
It's not quite a touch sensitive on the iPad.
Yeah.
Fat fingers. That was under Infinity. Backup alarm to module. Restore alarm from module. And that's what you would do, is to go in there if you were to lose your memory. It's not going to do it now. It doesn't offer it.
But that's just the alarm log,
That's
isn't it?
what that means, is that it's taken the changes here
Okay.
in the module that's on the face, and it's now put it into the memory of the board in the back.
Okay.
So you could take this off and put another panel in there, come to the screen, and see it has restore alarm to module now as an option. It's now blue, where before it was faded out.
Right.
So the second time it took, the first time it didn't.
Okay.
So now, as long as that's an option, you can always go to Infinity Options, and if you, for some reason, hit the wrong X, you can now just go restore
So,
alarm from
okay.
module, and you're back where you started.
Okay, great.
We need to do the same upstairs.
Okay. Now, where would we get this second module?
No, there is no,
No.
second module. It's all in the panel.
Okay.
It's all programming.
Okay, so we're just getting it back from...
From the back panel to the front panel.
Okay.
Right. See, prior to this, it was only in the face of the panel, the memory.
I got you.
What we've done now is we've made, because everything's modular in here. So even though it's all one panel, they each have they're all sort of like their own little country. So what we did is we got the front panel to talk to the back module.
I got you.
Whatever. Well,
Yeah.
let me see.
And said, hey,
Like the board inside.
Remember
and
The
then-
board inside.
Right. Okay. I got it.
Okay, so we're going back to. So you're backed up here.